Hello, everybody. Forgot to put my phone on there for a second. Welcome. Welcome to spooky season. This is one of my favorite times of the year, by the way. Possibly my favorite time of the year. I just love the Halloween aesthetic and all of the lore and just everything associated with it. So I'm excited. Excited for this spooky season. And I have some plans for streaming too, starting with, of course, some spooky gaming. Although in this game, I'm not sure if the spookiness really comes from like monsters or other creatures. It might be more like us, who's the spooky thing. At least if you're the princess. Because apparently we are tasked with slaying her. Although I guess we'll see how that goes. I don't know. Apparently there's a bit of a story with this game. Or maybe she's a monster and like she'll start chasing us. Who knows? But anyway, I thought this one sounded like it would make a good vibe for a start to spooky season gaming. But by the way, hello TFR. Time to see who gets more emotional damage, me or Axaeon. Yeah, that's a tough one. I have not played this game before, apart from just testing it out for a minute or so to see if it worked. So I'm looking forward to seeing what this one's like. See, I don't know if I mentioned this a second ago, but Halloween is my favorite holiday, and I think it always has been. Yep, so I decided to get a special Halloween background for today. Though really for this month, I expect I'll be using it more. So I am a little curious, what's everyone dressing up as for Halloween this year? Anybody having any costume ideas? Because I think I have one or two. And don't say, oh, I'm not going to dress up this year, because I mean, come on. Like, it's Halloween, might as well. And if you need ideas, I can help suggest some. At least I think I can. I'll try. For myself, I'm thinking maybe a country music singer. Yeah, I think that's a good one, because I don't think I've done that before. And for some IRL lore, having grown up in the South, it's, it goes going back to my roots in a way, you know. Not that I've ever sang country music, but like grew up with it a lot. And so yeah, I think for this, like going back to my roots, I could see myself doing that this Halloween. Haven't decided for sure yet, but that's at least a possibility. He said it. Well, yeah. By the way, another cool thing is not that this is directly a costume, but you might notice I have some filters for today and for spooky season. You can see the red aura kind of emanating from me. The aura of darkness plus the VHS sort of found footage effect. I wonder how it works with my orb. Let me just test something out here, because this might be really cool. Let's see if this works. Oh, did you all see that? Check out my orb. Look at how it's emanating so much darkness now, just for Halloween. Love the way it does that. Tia says, I'm thinking, oh, Tifa from Final Fantasy VII. Nice, that is a very solid choice. Not that I've really played much Final Fantasy VII, but like I know what it is and who the characters are. And yeah, I think Tifa sounds like absolutely a great costume. Yeah, really hard for me to imagine a better one than that now that I think about it. So very solid choice. When it comes to costumes, another thing that I sometimes think about is what I used to dress up as for Halloween, like back when I was a kid. Because I don't think I've said this on stream before, but like back in the day, when I was in like elementary school, I used to always really like dressing up as Spider-Man. Like I thought he was the absolute coolest. Like I loved Spider-Man. In fact, so much that one year, this was probably like 3rd grade or maybe 2nd grade, I remember that on Halloween it was a school day. And so I got the bright idea to like, hey, why don't I dress up like and go to school? Because like it's Halloween, you know, it's cool. Like other people are probably going to be dressing up. Might as well do it. And so I did. Like I dressed up as Spider-Man, went to school. The reason why I remember that day, and I'm thinking back on it now, and yeah, like the reason why it was a memorable occasion for me, really, when I look back on it, is I was the only one who dressed up that day. Yep. Yep, nobody else dressed up for some reason. It was just me in my lonely Spider-Man costume. But, you know, I rocked it. I rolled with it and was like, okay, like if all these other kids are going to be lame and not dress up, I'll just have to like be Spider-Man by myself, you know. We can do that. I'll bring the Halloween with me. I'll carry enough Halloween aura for the entire class. So that was my sort of Halloween experience, at least one of them that I remember. By the way, welcome Terraditto and TP Ninja. Good to see both of you. Hey, hola, Spider-Man is a great choice. I saw Venom rollerblading on the street while getting back home. It was baffling. Ooh, adding rollerblades to the Venom. That's a nice combo for some reason. I feel like the rollerblades works quite well with that costume. Also, TP Ninja says 128 gigabytes RAM when? Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know if I'll ever do 128. I might, though. I just might. Because I feel like over time, it's just kind of natural for memory amounts for PC specs to just kind of like go up and up and up. Like, I remember there was a time a long time ago back when I thought like even just having like 4 gigabytes of RAM was a whole lot. And, you know, since then, it's just kind of expectations have grown, workloads have grown for PCs and such. So I don't know if I'll ever do 128, but like so far at least, the 64 is helping out a lot for video editing and things like that. There were a few recent video projects I was working on where it was kind of struggling a little bit with the 32. And so I think so far the 64 is doing quite a bit better at that. Tia says, did everyone not dress up? WTF? I mean, that's what I was saying. Yeah, like, like what is up with these kids? So, yeah, I don't really exactly remember that being like a traumatic occasion for me. It was more of just like one of those occasions when I realized like, hey, I've got to like take things into my own hands here. You know, like one of those be the change you want to see in the world moments. Mm-hmm. So yeah, for those who just joined, one thing that I'm planning to do this month is, of course, spooky season gaming. So starting with this game, though, again, I don't know quite for sure how spooky a game it is, but though I think there's a reasonable case to be made. Like either that we're the spooky element, like in slaying the princess, or that the princess is going to be spooky if she like turns into a monster. But there are some other games later this month that I'm thinking will go well with this. Also, this is kind of a sneak preview. Possibly some spooky philosophy too. Yep, it's a little known fact that there is some philosophy out there that is kind of on the scary side. So I look forward to exploring some of that with you all. But in the meantime, why don't we go ahead and check this game out? I'm a little curious to see how it is. I've always liked story-driven games. And this one, I mean, I guess it's kind of a visual novel in a way, so naturally, it'd be pretty heavy on the story. But let's see how it is. I'm going to go ahead and take you over there, chat. Okay, and oh yeah, here I'm kind of big. Let's see if I can make myself a little bit smaller. There we go. All right. Now, let's see if I can just open this up here and hopefully this works out. Let me just go to main menu. That's what I'm looking for. And then for some reason it's looking like, okay, I'm not seeing myself in, let Let me just make sure I'm still there in VTube Studio. Okay, yeah. Still there. Okay, I'm still there in OBS, so should all be set up. Is horror philosophy a thing? Well, most people, I guess, wouldn't really associate the words horror and philosophy, unless like they were forced to study it in school and like didn't like the class. Then maybe for them, like philosophy can be kind of a scary thing. But I think there are some philosophical ideas that actually do have a plausible claim to having a spooky element to them. So that should be cool to explore some of those. Still planning ideas for that stream, but I have a few ideas in the pipeline that I think will go well with it. Terradito says, oh god, no, not the spookiest thing, statistics. Oh yeah. Like statistics, that's where it gets far too spooky for me. Really, anything involving numbers, I'm just like, oh no. Please, not the numbers. Not the numbers, anything but the numbers. How could you mention that? That's horrifying. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's, you know, 'tis the season and all that. But anyway, let's go ahead and see if I can start this up here. So we have, okay, yeah, there's the game window. And again, it says continue there because I just tested it out a little while ago just to see if the game worked okay. But pretty much, like beyond just that brief test period, I have not really played this game. So here we go, chat. Wish me luck. So chapter 1, the hero and the princess.
In the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay, pretty low-key beginning so far, you know. Nice straightforward start to the story. On that note, I hope that everyone can hear the sound okay. If the sound from the game isn't coming across, then just let me know and I can increase the volume. But OBS at least looks like it's coming across, so I'll just kind of trust that it's coming through loud enough.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, wow. Pretty dramatic. So this raises a number of questions for me, one of which is like, how does the narrator know this? Like, is he going to present evidence to us for it? I hope he is. Let's see if he does. Oh, I get to choose. Okay. So, the end of the world, what are you talking about? Okay, reasonable question. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? That's interesting. Kind of like a Frankenstein's monster situation of like, you've made me bad because of the way you've treated me. Explore. Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget I'm not doing this. Wow, they really give you a lot of choices in this game. Okay, that's a nice note to start off on. Most of the time when visual novels give a choice, it's like only a few. But I like that this one gives a broad range. Let's go with this first one, because I really do want to know like what he's talking about here.
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Okay, but like, why though? Or like how is she going to destroy the world if we don't destroy her? Yeah, okay. I like that they think of the most pressing questions and put them at the top of the list. So yeah, but how can a princess locked away in a basement end the world?
Don't linger on the specifics.
Don't linger on the specifics? What are you talking about, dude?
Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Okay, so now, yeah, I'm getting the feeling the narrator might not be the most trustworthy guy. Because if he's not willing to give us specifics on this, I mean, like, come on, I feel like that's something you're kind of obligated to give if you're asking a person to, like, kill somebody else for you. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Do you have any evidence to back this up? Another very reasonable question? Yeah, let's go with it.
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
That's a good question. How did I get here? Like, does the player's character have amnesia? Because if not, then, I mean, I guess they could remember why they're on the path, but it sounds like the game sort of just wants us to kind of go with it and say, okay, yeah, that's the end of that line of questioning. So yeah, okay, yeah, could it be that she's going to end the world because she's locked up or because she's been mistreated in some way?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
Okay, so another just kind of taking his word for it here.
Asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
Wish he would give us more, but I guess that's part of the narrative tension of the game, is that we don't really know for sure if what he's telling us is true.
Semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
So, okay, yeah, can't someone else do this? That was one I was thinking of, like, why doesn't the narrator just do it? Like, if it's that important to him. But I don't know, I kind of feel like going through it in order, like, so far just starting from the top and going down has made a pretty natural order to the conversation. So I'm going to keep doing that. Yeah, killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it? And then, yeah, he says, low-key giving Stanley Parable vibes. Yeah, that is a very solid observation. So far, this game does have kind of a similar vibe. Maybe it was partly inspired by the Stanley Parable.
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value.
That's harsh.
To society.
Saying princesses don't contribute anything. I mean, to be fair, I'm not an expert on princesses. I don't really know a great deal about what they do, but I mean, surely they contribute something of value. Or I guess maybe a perhaps better way to approach it would be is just like what somebody, quote, contributes to society. Is that the most reasonable, or is that the best way of thinking about their value as a person? Like, doesn't a person have value independently, like, of what their occupation is? So yeah, to answer this guy's question, like, I don't think it's that much worse, if any worse, than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress. But that's because, like, slaying any of those people, like, is all just really, really bad. Assuming there's not, you know, an overriding reason for slaying them, that it is a genuine murder and not, say, like, you know, killing in self-defense. Although in this case, if the world really is going to end, maybe there is a self-defense component. So we'll see on that one. Yeah, can't someone else do this? I do want to know, like, why it has to be me.
Oh, if only that were the case. But I don't make the rules.
Well, who does? Apart from the developers.
I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far.
You're surprised at my
Unfortunately
reluctance?
for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off.
Yeah, the narrator seems kind of cold-hearted.
Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did.
Well, okay, so I have several choices that I could go with now. I could refuse to do it, or I could just kind of go through with it. I wonder if I refuse to go through with it, like, does the game just end right there? Maybe it does. It might be one of those games where there are just so many endings and some of them are very early in the game. Now, here's an interesting one. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? I guess my character is maybe a little depressed, perhaps. let's go with this one and see what he says. I want to see what the narrator says on this one.
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
Well, apparently the princess does, if she's going to end the world.
I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
It's true, I'm not a nihilist. I think there are objective moral facts. Forget it, I'm not doing this. Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Yeah, I think all of these responses that I've been highlighting, these are like maximal exhaust or exasperate the narrator type responses here. Yeah, let's see what he says to this one.
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Oh, so there is a reward. Or at least apart from saving the world. Can you tell me what my prize is going to be for doing a good job? Yeah, like am I going to get like a pat on the back? Be told I'm a good boy? Or is it going to be like a new car, or maybe some like, I don't know, new plushies, you know? Like there's a lot of rewards that one could give for something like this. I want to know what it's going to be.
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Okay, so many just trust me bros. Just trust me, bro. He uses that strategy a whole lot. Also, isn't being a nihilist about drawing meaning from life, despite how meaningless it is? Such stereotyping narrator. Tisk tisk. I mean, yeah, that brings up a fair question and a fair point, TP Ninja, which is that, I mean, different people can sort of have in mind different things when it comes to a word like nihilist. I mean, I suppose one way you could understand it is as the view that there is no meaning, at least no meaning that like inheres in things themselves, no objective meaning, though maybe subjectively there could be meaning. Like people might believe there to be a certain meaning in things, people might, you know, judge there to be a meaning in things, and maybe for some people that's enough. Maybe they think like there doesn't have to be any meaning objectively speaking, like it's just enough if, say, my life feels to me as if it has a meaning. Yeah, I mean, that's a way that some people might approach it. In fact, that's not too different, I guess, from the way that some people would think of Sisyphus. And like if we go into like Camus and Sisyphus and that kind of thing from the Sisyphus stream. But anyway, the narrator is telling me that it's going to be a reward past my wildest imagination if I do this. Look, I'll go to the cabin, I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say, then she is, as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face. Okay, this response, I think, is exactly the kind that I would give if this were me, kind of just in real life, being presented with this scenario. Because it's perfectly non-committal, and it fits very well with the principle of gathering more evidence before we act, before we make a very weighty, important decision. So I really like this response.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
I thought the narrator might say something like this, that, yeah, she's a smooth talker, apparently. At least according to him. So it's tricky. At this point, I really don't know whom to trust.
Every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Oh, it automatically advanced me.
Path to the cabin. You'll find the princess with
Okay, so there's the cabin.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
So the narrator's telling me to ignore my own voice. Okay, very nice. Proceed into the cabin. Okay, wow, it's not even... It's only giving me one option here. So I'm afraid my options are kind of constrained. Okay, let's do it.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Okay, so somebody's already prepared the way for me by putting a blade on the table. Kind of wish it wasn't a blade, though. Like, this is gonna get kind of morbid, but if I really did have to do something like this, I'd rather it be a gun than a blade. I feel like with a gun it would be easier. I don't know, at least it's not like a sledgehammer, though. I guess that would be even worse. All right, let's take a look at this blade.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
If I want to do this right... Okay, so maybe there's like... It's not just a matter of carrying out the killing, it's a matter of like how I do it, it sounds like. Explore, take the blade, enter the basement. Okay, well, I'll take the blade with me even though I'm not sure if I'm going to use it yet, because that way if I need it, at least I'll have it on hand.
Table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Axaeon American moment. Okay. Yeah, fair point. When you're in America, sometimes it's easy to forget that, yeah, the rest of the world might not have guns to the same extent. I guess we don't even know if this game takes place in America. It might be somewhere where they're... Maybe a blade's the best they can do. Oh well, we'll just roll with it. So, okay, enter the basement. I'm actually getting kind of nervous right now. I don't know what this princess is going to be like. But only one way to go.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
It's kind of a harsh judgment too, just because somebody lives in kind of a dingy place, like you're doing them a favor by killing them. Yeah, I mean, the more I listen to this narrator, the more I think like something's got to be up. Like there's no way that he's telling me the truth about this situation.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
So she's gonna say something to us.
Who's there?
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Look. Hi. What are these responses? Just checking in on you? Yeah. Walking down with a blade in my hand, just you know. I'm just told by a voice in my head to kill you, but yeah, just checking in. Hey, think I'm here to kill you? I mean, I gotta say, yeah, all these responses really nail the socially awkward vibe. Like if my guy is kind of, you know, if he's like a killer, but also like a hero who saves the world, but also just like doesn't know how to talk to people, then yeah, like if that's the vibe they're going for, then I think these all kind of nail it. Let's see, which one should I go with? Just checking in on you. Okay, I think I'm here to kill you. As awkward as this one is, I think I like it the most because it's at least upfront about my intentions. So I'm going to tell her and then just see what he says. Oh, Tia says, Hax, I think the top of the screen is a little cut off. Oh, thanks for letting me know. Maybe it is. Let me see if I can adjust it here. Let's see, did that help? It's looking like on my end, at least in OBS, it's looking like it's not cut off, but because on the game screen for me, the top of the screen is the symbols. Like there's the save symbol and the settings, and then like the autoplay. Like the top response up here is the hi. So if that's not the top response for you all, then let me know, but if you're able to see the high up here, then you should be able to see all of the responses going forward. Teradito says, an American princess. Wow. Yeah. Oh, there's dead space on the left. I see. Okay. Well, that might just be how it is in the game, because, like, on my monitor too, there are black bars to the left and right. Oh, we can't see the top line. Okay. Well, let me just see if I can change it slightly. Okay, maybe I'll do it like this. So that should help. But if it doesn't, let me know. Because I just moved it a little bit to the left and also a little bit down. But yeah, for an American princess, I hadn't thought about that. But yeah, you're right. It would be, I guess, a little bit strange. Unless one meant it in a metaphorical sense. So yeah, I think I'm going to go with, hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Okay, so she sounds pretty skeptical. Like maybe she has a lot of powers that are going to prevent us from killing her. Yeah, she sounds pretty confident. Now I'm a little worried about coming to meet her. But shrink it a little more and move it down like 5%. Okay, let me give that a try. Shrink it. Okay, so there's just a little further adjustment. So why don't you come down and let me take a look at you? Okay, well, I'll let you take a look at me. Here we
Great
go.
job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Well, to be fair, like, this narrator never told me before now that the element of surprise was going to be important. Like, he's just telling me that now, so... Like, dude, if that was going to be an important element of the plan, you should have told me earlier. I'm sorry.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Okay, so... Sounds like she's bound to the wall, which should make it harder for her to kill us if she does try.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Could be the fact of her beauty. Maybe that's what makes her so deadly.
Focus on the task at hand.
Okay, right, yeah, I gotta focus.
You said you were here to kill me.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me? Yeah, I mean, that's... Well, actually, to be fair, I'm here to evaluate whether I should kill you. I guess that's really the crucial thing if we're being strictly accurate. What? No way. Why would you even think that? Yeah, it wasn't a joke. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. Steal your nerves and step forward. Yeah, I think for this one, I'll go with I haven't decided yet. Because that is true.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
I could talk with a knife in my hand, though.
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Yeah, I mean, I like this idea of deciding what to do after we talk to her. Drop it or tighten your grip. Yeah, I mean, this one, since we really don't know her intentions yet, I'm just going to tighten my grip. And try to keep my options open. That's always a good strategy if you're not sure what to do. Keep your options open. Okay, so I'm going to approach her, tighten my grip. Getting a little anxious now, though.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
I think anybody who reacts like that to seeing somebody coming forward with a blade, possibly to kill them, is someone to be scared of. Yeah, like she's not scared of me at all. So there's something weird going on with her.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Not if I throw it. Oh, that would be tough to pull off well. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to get closer to her if I do want to use this.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Yeah, she raises a fair point. Oh, as do you, Terra Dude. I think the screen should go up. The chat box eats some of the text when double lines. Okay, good point. I'm going to see if I can raise it a little bit. Okay, I hope that didn't cut off the top, but if it did, let me know. This is one of those games that's a little hard to get the sizing just right on it. So best not to risk finding out what I can do. Okay. If you're going to destroy the world, though, I feel like I have to try. Even if it means my own life ending.
If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Oh, Tia says it did. Oh, sorry, like it cut off the top. Or it didn't cut off, or it managed to save the bottom. So I forgot exactly the way I formulated it earlier. She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this. Anyway, don't listen to her. Yeah. I mean, the one thing the game is doing well so far is that, like, it sets up the narrator and the princess as both being figures you can't really trust. Just from a narrative standpoint, though, I would be surprised if there wasn't a way to, like, not kill the princess, but also have it be a good ending. Because, like, if you have to kill the princess just, like, right here and now, I guess it wouldn't be a very long game. Though they could have it set up to where, like, you try to kill the princess now, and then she, like, gets away, and then you have to, like, go after her and find another way to kill her. So a lot of possibilities at this point. Let's see, explore what if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us? Are you sure she's not armed? Who's talking? Drop the blade. Drop the blade, slay the princess. Yeah, I mean, I always, Terado says, I think she's plenty trustable, actually. Okay, as she might be. I mean, maybe it's just because I've watched so much Star Trek, but I am always in favor of, like, trying to talk things out. Like, when there's conflict, or, like, as a way of avoiding potential violence. So let's see if she's open to talking. Maybe she'll be open to, like, reasoning with us and, you know, helping us see that she's not really going to end the world. Assuming she's really not going to.
You're so close. Don't give up. You've come this far. No, this is a good idea. Maybe we can de-escalate.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, de-escalate things is important. Abusive girlfriend vibes. Kind of, honestly, yeah.
Oh, threatened, are we? You poor thing. Drop the knife, and of course we can talk.
But, see, what I don't get is, like, why do we have to drop the knife for us to be able to talk? You can still talk to someone even if they have a knife. It might be an uncomfortable conversation, but can still do it. So, okay, only 3 choices here. Let me just say, I'm not dropping the blade. You have to give me a good reason, unnamed princess. Otherwise, the blade is staying in my hand.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Oh, well, okay. that was kind of a direct, blunt answer. Yeah, I guess we're at an impasse. Squint at the princess while holding onto the blade. There is something to be said for the power of a good squint. maybe if I squint at her menacingly enough, she'll be overcome by my aura of power, aura of resolve, that she'll just have no choice. So now, time for me to squint, chat. Let's do it.
You stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back.
Oh, okay, I was not expecting that. She's squinting back at us.
The two of you are going to do this forever, aren't you?
I forgot she could squint too. How did I not think of that? I don't know how much longer I can take her squinting, chat. Squint at the princess even harder. I mean, I think that's my only option at this point. Like, I started this squinting battle. I've got to go through with it.
You squint even harder. So does she.
Oh man, she's squinting harder too. Freak matched. Yep.
At least nobody's dying right now.
True. So the longer we keep this up, the longer, like, the world gets to go on.
You're going to have to make a choice. You can't keep squinting forever. Eventually, someone is going to have to blink.
Well, I mean, you can blink, but then, like, keep squinting afterward. So I don't know if it's that big a deal if you blink. Oh, it's not. I was hoping it would give me an option to, like, just keep squinting, but looks like I've exhausted that possibility. Drop the blade or slay the princess. I don't know, chat. This is a tough one. So, on one hand, the narrator hasn't given us many specifics, and, like, the whole story is kind of sketchy. On the other hand, there's definitely something weird about this princess. She has, like, a really powerful aura and doesn't seem to want to talk with us. Although, for that matter, like, if I drop the blade, but I don't, like, approach her, like, if I just stay where I am now, maybe it's okay, because, like, she's already chained to the wall. And so, like, maybe we could talk, like, from here, but, like, without me getting closer, so that way she won't be able to, like, harm us. So I feel like I'm gonna... In fact, maybe I should save. Just to... You know, some of my earlier test runs. Let's see. I'll just go here, empty slot. This way I can go back to this if I have to. I wouldn't do it. Yeah, I mean, if it were real life, I probably... Well... Wouldn't do what? wouldn't drop the blade or wouldn't slay her? Yeah, I mean, I have a feeling somehow I'm going to regret this option. I'm going to regret this choice. But I do abhor violence, so let's see if I can just drop the blade but don't get closer, and maybe things will work out.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Okay, yeah, I mean, let's hear it. I want to hear your story. What? Don't get close to her.
You step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed.
If I had known, like, he was going to get close to her, I might not have picked this path. The options in the game dialogue didn't say anything about getting close to her. So yeah, this game, it kind of pulled a sneaky on me there. Not gonna lie.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Okay, so maybe I can go back to the blade. You've done it now. I mean, that's how I'm feeling right now. I don't know if I've passed the point of no return, but kind of feels like it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Awkward start to a relationship? Do you mean that, like, in the most general sense of the word relationship, or, like, are you coming on to me? Because if so, yeah, this game is getting even weirder. I mean, not necessarily that I'm opposed, you know, I would have to, like, talk it out first and, like, you know, maybe we're compatible, but it's just, like, I want to make sure you're not going to, like, kill me first, you know? Like, these are the important things to establish. True ethics professional moment. Chooses nonviolence after deep contemplation and begrudgingly. What can I say? You know me too well, Terraditto. Like, I feel so seen right now. It should have been doing me, not her. I'm sorry, yeah. Didn't mean to make I'm not trying to make anybody jealous here. Let's see. It's pretty awkward. Explore relationship. Are you coming on to me? Oh, hey, that was exactly what I was wondering earlier. I swear, this game has a good sense of, like, getting into the player's mind. Let's see. How would I get you out of here? What do you want to say about that? Okay, wow, a lot of choices here. Yeah, I'm going to ask her about this relationship business. I want to see, like, what are her intentions toward me? I came back to Axaeon a relationship. Yeah, I mean, what can I say? Like, you know, that we... I know it's kind of an awkward screen to come back to with there's this princess who's chained to a wall, but I mean, hey, like you know how first dates go. Anyway, let's see, a relationship where you coming on to me. Okay, yeah, let's ask her about this.
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have
Okay,
a
so she meant the
relationship.
word in the most general sense. Okay, that's what I figured was probably the case there. How would I get you out of here? Here, because you're supposed to end the world. Yeah, I guess I probably should first ask her about this ending the world business. Because I want to see, like, what she has to say about that.
Don't just tell her that.
Well, why not?
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of monster?
I mean, you could be. You haven't given us any reason to think that you're not.
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
So I will admit, no, they haven't. But the fact that you're chained to a wall doesn't mean that you couldn't end the world. Maybe you were chained there by beings with equal or greater power to your own. I mean, that seems possible. We don't know who chained you here. Deflect. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? What can you tell me? I'm more inclined to you. Yeah, I think this... Like, I really want her to tell us something. Don't let her gaslight you. I mean, yeah, like, she's trying her hardest right now. I'm just gonna say I was hoping you to tell me.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
Ooh, yeah, she's putting on the innocent face now. Seems like it might all just be an act.
I believe her.
My character
She
believes
to
her.
know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I mean, benefit of the doubt, right? Innocent until proven guilty. Yeah, very much so. I mean, I think that's a good, nice way of putting it. Like, the presumption is definitely against violence unless we have, like, really good reason to use it.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear.
Okay, but you're not going to tell us that? Because you're not planning to live a good life?
But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
So, true, I guess we don't know for sure if we could believe her. But at the same time, I'm inclined to give people the benefit of the doubt before I kill them. So it could just be me.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, It's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
Yeah, I think that really is the way this game is setting this up, is that we just have to make kind of a more or less blind choice about whom to trust. The narrator is such a hater. Yeah, I mean, he really is. You can tell he does not like this princess. They have some beef going on. I'm kind of curious about what her name is, though. Yeah, what's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Okay, you're not making me like her anymore with these answers.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Okay, yeah, I mean, might as well ask her, like, how long have you been down here?
Too long.
Okay, again with the vagueness. How would I get you out of here? Or I've talked long enough. Well, since this one's marked Explore, it sounds like it doesn't commit me to anything. But I do kind of want to, because, like, I don't think I have a key or anything. It's like, even if I wanted to get her out, it's not clear what I would do. Let's see what she says to this one.
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... Well, we can always put that knife to good use.
If she gets the knife, I feel like she's going to stab me with it.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Okay, so I've exhausted all the dialogue options here, and I'm sad to say I do not feel like I know anything more than I did at the start. I was hoping she would give us some, like, useful information.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know, I'm not sure I have.
You know why you're here.
Well, to be fair, I guess there are three options. On one hand, I could slay her. On the other hand, I could let her go. And then a third one is I could just leave and kind of wash my hands of the whole situation. That might be the safest way to go, by just leaving things at the status quo. Keep them locked away down here at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Okay, oh, so they do have those three choices. I wasn't even reading those as I was speaking. But let's see, keep you locked away down here. I mean, yeah, like, something that I think speaks in favor of this third choice is that, like, this is a big decision. And big decisions can benefit from some time to reflect. So she's probably going to be pissed off at this, but I'm going to take the Philosopher's way and say, you know what? Let's just defer this a bit. We'll table this and come back to the issue another time. In the meantime, you can spend some time reflecting on things, and, you know, I'll reflect too, and later we can come back to it with our minds refreshed. Just like during a conference, you know, and there's like a break in the conference, and then you come back to the next talk feeling refreshed. So I'm going to go that. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Keep her locked away.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
I am all about compromise.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
So she's going to find a way out on her own? I guess whoever locked her in here didn't do a very good job then.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help.
Why are her words toward me all so ominous? I mean, I feel like the narrator might not be telling the complete truth, but I also feel like he can't be telling a complete lie with just how she's acting toward me.
I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
Okay, yeah, now it sounds like she's just outright threatening me.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Locking her in the basement. Yeah, this is well, I'm just gonna pause for a minute on this one. Yep. So I have the choice of slaying her, letting her out, or just locking. I guess the locking her in the basement choice is when, like, if you just leave the room, then, because like she's already locked in there. I don't think I have any means of like locking her in there further. So yeah, like if it were actually me, what I would probably do would be just to like leave and kind of hope that it all works out for the best. I get the feeling though that like the most narratively satisfying option in this game is probably not to do that. I get the feeling the game like wants us to pick a side and like see how it goes. I made my choice. I'm locking in the basement. Yeah. Hold on. Wait. I know the best thing to do is, yep, want to save. Always good to save before the important moments when you're playing a game like this. Yeah, I mean, I've got to say, as weird and unsettling as her responses are, I don't think she's given me enough to justify brutally murdering her. So let's just say that that option's out for right now. I could see how maybe I could have been convinced to let her out depending on her responses, but she also, there's something sinister about her which makes me kind of not want to let her free. So yeah, as you say, TP Ninja, we could try it. We could leave her and see what happens. Made my choice. I'm locking her in the basement. Oh, also, I missed your comment earlier, Tia. Ojo-san, it is. Yeah, let me just... Okay, for right now, I'm just going to go with this one. Try to be as non-committal as I can. And I have the feeling the game's probably going to like end pretty soon after that. Because I don't know if it's going to let me continue on this choice. It might like soon force me back to one of these. But let's give it a try. Let's see if we can lock her in the basement or just like keep her locked in the basement. Okay, princess, I've made my choice. I am leaving you locked up here.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
Okay, so it looks like my guy's leaving.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Well, at that point, like if I arm myself beforehand, maybe I could fight her then. I don't know.
Chains.
These are some weird hypotheticals.
She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to me that she's bluffing either. Like, there's probably something to this.
She dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
Okay, so could still turn around and finish the job. So I'd already committed to not slaying her. Yeah, the game is really making me think like it wants to keep the option of slaying her as open like as long as possible. But, you know, I could just leave and then maybe come back like the next day and, you know, maybe then I would have been able to think about it more and have arrived at a decision. Let's for the moment stick to the plan We'll see where this path takes us.
It'll be the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade.
Okay, yeah, my guy's really afraid of her if he's barricading with the table. Understandable, though.
Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door.
Keep her locked up. It's the worst that could happen. We can talk again tomorrow. But I mean, yeah, that's what I'm going for, yeah.
It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
Huh. Is she in pain?
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
Okay. I'm starting to think maybe I should have just killed her.
It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
Yeah, I think
Sounds
I'd probably just run away if I were the guy
She's less
here.
of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never...
Yeah, dude, my guy here, my character, you've got to just, like, run away, dude. Get far away from her.
You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Threaten me all you want. All it does is ease my guilty conscience. Yeah, pretty bold response there. So all that was just an act, wasn't it? You're not really innocent or harmless. You're not even a princess. You're a monster. Ignore her and go to sleep. Wow. You'd have to really be a good sleeper to sleep in these circumstances. But I do kind of want to confront her about this. Because, yeah, it seems like now, like, the game is up. She's got to, like, acknowledge that she really did lie to me earlier. Keep your hands off him, mean girl. Well, thank you, Tia. Yeah, I hope she keeps her hands off me. Because if she doesn't, I'm going to be cooked. So let's see. Yeah, all of that was just an act, wasn't it?
Innocent and harmless, if I want to be. Teasing me with fresh air and a chance to finally live freely doesn't inspire me to play nice.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved
So she
out
did
of the
make it
way.
out. Then why are we still alive?
Where is she?
Oh.
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
Oh no. I think this is the end, chat.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach.
Yeah, looks like there's nothing I can do now. I mean, there is some part of me that hopes she might still show us some mercy, but just judging from the look on her face, she doesn't seem like the merciful type. I think this is the end. We had a good run, chat.
Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
Oh no, she's not even gonna kill us, she's gonna like torture us.
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well.
Ooh, that's really scary.
Running around the gills.
Yeah, I was hoping she would understand why I was reluctant to pick any particular course of action. And yeah, like as you say, TV Ninja, like we tried to compromise. You know, I feel like that's a respectable course of action, but seems she has it out for us, you know?
What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time, but we both know this is the end. Don't
Yeah,
we?
it seems that it is. Still not sure how she's going to end the world, though.
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends.
Or maybe she does that to, like, everybody.
I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2, The Nightmare.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And
So
in
it
the
has us
basement
do
of
it
that
again,
cabin
I see.
is a princess.
Reminding me of Sai no Uta. I think I've heard of that before. I've never watched it or played it, but the name does sound familiar. So I think I kind of... I'd have to look it up to like know more of the specifics. But yeah, from what I do know, there are certainly quite a few parallels. I wonder how those chains work. Like, it's almost suppress her ability to shut down organs. That is a fair point too, and something I was also kind of wondering. Like, if she kills us this way, like right now, like couldn't she have done so earlier when she was chained in the basement? Maybe it's a magical chain. Who knows? Maybe it suppresses magic powers. But anyway, we're on the path in the woods again.
You're
So let's
here
see where
to
it takes
slay
us.
her.
If you
If
don't,
you
it'll be the end of the
It
world.
will be the end of the world.
Okay, at this time, maybe I should just go ahead and slay her. I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Hasn't this already happened? Yeah, a lot of these responses getting at the same idea.
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Or maybe my hero has magic powers and like one of them is getting to retry events after he dies.
Jesus. That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit. I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save, after all.
Should I listen to you? Why should I do? Proceed to the cabin? Yeah, I think this time I'm just gonna proceed to the cabin, you know? Narrator, I'm sorry I didn't listen to you last time. Let's give this whole killing the princess thing a try, you know?
She will lie, she will cheat.
Oh,
she
trust
will
me,
do
I know,
everything
dude.
in her
Yep.
power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. I don't think lying and cheating is a thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away. It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
But yeah, the voice of the paranoid does seem to be like a new thing added on this chapter.
The interior of the cabin is plain. The smooth wood of the walls almost
Ooh, but this
featureless.
time
The only furniture of note is
the
a lone
table's knocked
table
over already.
knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway.
Okay,
The
so
blade
some
is
things
your
are
implement.
definitely different.
You'll need it if you want to do this right. Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time. It's just an empty frame. She's already got an out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done.
Okay. Yeah, there's something going... I doubt we're going to find her down there chained like last time. But maybe we will. I guess the best I can do is try. Or yeah, I could try running away. but somehow I feel like that's not going to be one of the options that the game gives me.
So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
With the mirror on the wall. Yeah, oh, that's a good point too. There is that mirror. Approach the mirror, take the blade. Okay. Yeah, I feel like if I don't check out the mirror, like the mirror could have some useful information, like if it's a magic mirror. So let's give that a try and see if there's anything.
Basement door frame. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
Okay, but what about the mirror though?
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Yeah, let's wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward
oh no,
against the cabin.
That's what my hand looks like?
Ridiculous you look right now.
Wow, I guess, yeah, Halloween came early this year. It looks like, jeez. Or I really needed to do some work on my nails. Not to mention my skincare routine. Yeah, this is rough. Wow. Yeah, she did something to me, and like maybe I came back as like a zombie or like demon zombie. That's my best hypothesis at this rate, anyway.
Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad.
Ooh, okay, ooh, the mirror's gone. Yeah, let me definitely take the blade.
The blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Steel can't lie to us. Is it
good
gonna
line?
Be enough,
True.
Though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife? Could we have a bomb?
A bomb. I mean, I suggested a gun earlier, but bomb, I guess that now we're really going far. To be fair, though, she does have amazing powers, so yeah, maybe a bomb is what we would need.
The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
On one hand, I see where the voice of the paranoia is coming from, but I think the narrator really does believe in us. The more I listen to him, the more I get the sense that he really is on our side. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and enter the basement.
You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps suspended in darkness.
Okay. So the basement's gonna be extra creepy now.
More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. Yeah, I can believe that.
Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Oh, not this time. This time I am ready for you. Yeah, like no more Mr. Nice Guy. Okay, like last time I was, putting on my philosopher's hat and just trying to like find compromise, but this time, like, I've got the knife, I'm ready to go. But also, it sounds like she's ready for me, so I don't know. She's probably going to pull off some tricks.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
I'm glad they thought of this, because yeah, earlier I thought about throwing the knife. Let's see, is that an option this time?
It can't be that hard. But then we'd lose our weapon. We'd have to make it count. Otherwise she'd be furious and we'd be defenseless. If a knife is even enough to do anything against something like her in the first place.
That's right. Yeah, the throwing the knife is really like a one-try option. Like, it all rests on that one try.
It'll be enough.
I'm going to talk to her. We don't need a plan. I'm just going to kill her. Pessimist, step on the board between the stairs. Continue down the stairs in silence. I mean, yeah, this is kind of like an eldritch dimension. And it is difficult to avoid the sense that something bad is going to happen. So maybe she's doing this. Maybe she's trapped us in a loop of eternal suffering. That's an intriguing possibility. Like if she was so mad at us for not letting her go the last time, that maybe she has, trapped us in this loop of dying and being sort of born again. But let's see. Step on the void, continue downstairs, silence. Yeah, I mean, this time maybe I should just have more confidence in myself. Have confidence. Mr. Narrator seems to think I can do it. Don't know why you're all being such pessimists right now.
Finally, a voice of reason. The rest of you should take notes. You know why I'm being a pessimist. I'm just asking questions. You make your way
Just
to the
asking
bottom of the
questions, yeah.
stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness.
This is kind of trippy,
A
wow.
smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right.
Okay, so it looks like this time an extra challenge is going to be just finding her. I don't know if I should go left or right. Or what if this is like Undertale Post No Mercy run and it's too late? Yeah, it might be too late for all I know. Maybe my fate is already sealed.
She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought.
Oh
if I
no,
were
she is
you.
onto
It
us.
doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Ooh. Not if I find you first. So let's see, which one should I pick? Go left, do nothing, or go back the way you came. I think I'm going to go left. Let's give left a try.
You turn to the left. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
Okay, yeah, she looks even scarier now than last time. Well, I've still got the knife. I can give it a try.
As the princess approaches, your
Oh.
legs suddenly...
Oh, she's doing this thing again. I forgot about that power. Okay, yeah, I might just have to throw it.
Your arms quickly follow.
Oh, well. So much for that.
This is it, isn't it?
And you brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
Oh man, just
There
going for the
has to be a
humiliation.
way out of this. Think. What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
She isn't supposed to be like this. Okay, the narrator definitely knows more than he's letting on.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
As your blood begins to coagulate, it's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs.
Okay, wow. I think, yeah, it's safe to say it looks like she is the winner
Lungs,
of this one too.
nerves,
I am fading away fast.
lungs. Your lungs pull in a desperate
there's-
gulp
okay,
of
that-
air
that scared
as
me a
your
little bit.
eyes shoot back open. What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs,
Yeah, maybe if I pull myself together enough,
heart,
I might be able to get like one stab in.
nerves. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
But it's tricky.
Nerves,
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
liver.
Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Lungs. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already
Well-
proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of
I feel
your
like the
mission.
shutting down the organs is kind of like her way of attacking.
Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
Okay, yeah, I might be able to get that, so I was thinking maybe one strike in. Why don't you finish me off? What good am I to you alive? What do you want from me? Oh, I see. Maybe she's not killing me as fast as last time. You're a lunatic, you know that, right? Yeah, I could, I guess, try to work together with her and say, if you want to work together, can you at least turn off this whole organs shutting down situation? How about I just kill you instead? Though I don't know if she's gonna like want to work with me since I kind of left her down there last time. I might have burned all bridges in that moment. I'll let you leave together, run, slay the princess. You know, the way that she's like toying with us and that she killed us last time, I am kind of pissed off. I think I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it, chat. Y'all think I can do it? Here we go. Slay the princess.
Your will concentrates into a single fine point, and you strike out against the princess, ignoring the constant reminders of your breaking body. She doesn't even move as the blade sinks into her heart.
Oh, jeez, that's creepy.
We did it. We actually did it.
You actually went for it. Oh, you're going to regret this. I could be so much more terrible for you than I am now.
Oh no. Okay, I think evidently I didn't kill her. I might have just made her more powerful. But I gave it a try.
Can she? We've already seen how she can change heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
You're not getting those stairs back. I'll see you when you finally decide to die.
She falls to the ground, unmoving. Nerves.
Ooh, actually, okay, maybe I did get her then. It's a little unclear.
Heart, lung. Oh. I can stop now, can't I?
Or maybe this is all just part of the act. Yeah, I get the feeling with her, nothing is as it seems. Are we just cooked either way? Is she invincible? I mean, that's the way, the vibe that she's giving off. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. I like how my guy's pep talk was like, you know, keeping him alive back there. But yeah, I feel like she's gonna come back any second.
I can. Finally. And now that she's gone, you can let us out of here. Right? But she was the one who controlled this place, wasn't she? And now she's dead. I don't like to think what that means for us.
Yeah, we might be stuck in here with her. But if we stopped her from saving the world, at least it was a necessary sacrifice.
It means that you're stuck here. Forever. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, I hate this. Time passes. Forever's gonna end eventually, right?
Well, eventually you would think the hero would die down there. Unless somehow she's keeping him alive.
No, it won't. That's the whole point of forever. It doesn't end. I feel sick. It doesn't have to be forever, though, does it?
Surely she was just scaring us, right? If she was so powerful, wasn't this meaningless mission from the start? Yeah, it does seem like if she was so powerful, it's a little surprising that she could just be killed with a simple knife. But you never know. Maybe knives are just kind of inexplicably her weak point.
What do you mean? We still have a way out, clutched in our hands.
Ooh, yeah, this is going to get pretty dark in a second.
Are you suggesting we kill ourselves? Won't we be dead? I guess that hasn't stopped us before.
Oh, true, yeah. It could be that we'll respawn, sort of, so to speak, if we take the self-death route.
That's a terrible idea. You've already saved the entire world from ruin. Why would you want to die? Because right now, You don't want us to do that. You're right, I don't. But if we've already saved the world, then why does it matter if we die? Why do you care?
Good question. It could be maybe the narrator just cares about us. Maybe he has some sort of personal investment in us, but then the question, I guess, would be why he does. So I don't know what the narrator's going to say to that.
I just do. I value life. Every life. Even yours.
Even yours? Dude, narrator. What the hell, dude? Like, even yours. Did you really think I wasn't going to notice that? Like, the especially yours at the end, like, come on, that's just a cheap attempt to cover it up. We all know what you really said in that moment. We all know what you really meant. So, if I were you, I wouldn't try to backpedal now. I would just own it, but it sounds like the narrator is going to try to pull the wool over our eyes, trying to sweep what he said under the rug. But it's not going to get past me.
Why? What do you mean, why? I think it's perfectly reasonable to value life.
It is, yep. No doubt about that.
Exactly. I don't have to answer that.
It's not like it matters if I'll just come back again. I've got the best company I could ask for. You guys, what more do I need? Very wholesome response there. Yeah, I was wondering about the starving to death or dehydration. Yeah, I actually do want to ask about that to see what happens. He's also a hypocrite, even if the princess is evil. Yeah, I mean, he does, I think, have something to answer for in the sense that, like, he didn't... There was a lot of information that he was withholding from us early on for seemingly no reason. And so that is something that I feel like he would have done better to just be open with us from the start. But yeah, let's see on this one. Am I not a creature of biology?
That's a grim thought, isn't it? But I suppose you're right. You are a creature of biology. Something will happen to you before forever comes along. We don't have to starve to death. You have our way out. Use it.
Yeah, that's a kind of... I mean, of course, I hope I'm never in this situation. Or nobody ever is, though. I know surely some people have, but if you had to end your own life in such a brutal way as through a knife or starving to death, it's difficult to know what would be the best choice for that one. It's not like it matters if I die, I'll just come back again. I like this wholesome one of, like, the best company I could ask for, you guys. I feel like this game does need a little bit of wholesomeness. Let's see what they say on this one.
Oh, you could do a lot better than us.
Oh, don't sell yourself short, dude. The voice of the paranoid, you helped me get through that earlier moment of slaying the princess. So I feel like now we're pretty close.
Exactly. You'll be fine here. Just come up with a game or something to pass the time.
Yeah, we can play, 20 questions. It's not like it matters if I die, I'll just come back again. Other places. Actually, this is a good one too. Like, is the narrator capable of going elsewhere? Because I actually had not thought of this one before, if the narrator is just kind of attached to our person, so to speak.
I'm stuck here with you. I wish I weren't. Feelings mutual. At least we're all being honest.
So, I get it. You don't want us to die because you'd be lonely. How sweet. Aw.
Unlike you, I'm not capable of being lonely. Oh, sure you are. Give it some time without us and I'm sure you'll start feeling lonely.
So, yeah, for this one... Oh, I can't wait. Or take the blade from her body. So what if a requirement for her staying dead is for you to be stuck there? Well, that is possible. Maybe if we don't stay with her, she will somehow, like, respawn or, like, take the blade out and sort of come back to life. But I think the only thing really we can do at this point is just take the blade from her body. Looks like, unfortunately, gonna have to use it on ourselves.
You remove the blade from the princess's body. What exactly are you planning on doing with it?
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to slay ourselves, and then for the next run through, if we can find a way to slay the princess but without getting ourselves trapped down here, I guess maybe that'll be the goal.
I don't like this, but I suppose there's not much I can do to stop you, is there?
That's right, yeah, I mean, once I decide on a course of action, time to go through with it.
You raise the blade to your neck and slit your carotid artery. Here we go.
Okay, chapter 3.
You're on a path in the wood. Shit. This really doesn't end, does it? It doesn't matter if we kill her.
Is that the
it doesn't
woods?
matter if she kills us.
Looks
It
almost
just
like a
goes
cave.
On and on and on and on and on.
Yeah, or maybe this is the real central challenge of the game, is that, like, is there a way to break the cycle and end it once and for all?
Yes, so it does.
Ooh, now we have Voice of the Cold joining us.
No, there has to be a way out of here. There just has to be. What if we do what she asked us to last time? What if we just let her leave?
I mean, that does seem like the only option we haven't done yet, is just, like, doing what she says. So it might be worth a try.
Okay, so you've already been here. More than once, even. Great. So you probably already know all about her and all about the threat she poses to the world.
I know all about her and the threat she poses to me. To be fair to her, I don't really know if she plans to, like, threaten anyone else. But maybe she does. It could be maybe she's just a malevolent being to other living things in general.
Then let me remind you how catastrophic it would be if you helped her leave in any way. If she gets out, the world ends and everyone ends with it, yourself included. Oh, threatening us with death, are we? Why should we be afraid of dying? We've already done it twice.
He raises a good point, yeah. Well, maybe death can't really take us down forever, but I guess maybe for the other people, we don't know if they're in the same boat. So if we care about others, we'll still care about saving the world. It just gets worse every cycle. Yeah, or at least the scenery gets creepier every cycle, yeah. And I guess it seems like the princess kind of knows more about us every cycle too, so that's not good.
All death has done is shunt us back to these woods, where we're forced to listen to your empty warnings again and again.
Is the world not already over looking like that? It does kind of have an end times vibe to it.
This place feels a bit different though, doesn't it? I don't even know what I'd call it, but it's definitely not the same path in the woods anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost like a mix of cave and woods, to me it feels like.
That's all the more reason to take this seriously. If the path isn't the same, it means that her influence is spreading, and the world has already started to end.
Oh, okay, so it looks like she is sort of the source, at least of the changes that we're experiencing.
Her influence? I really should have said that. It'll make your task more difficult. But now it's out, you could always take that information as a sign of goodwill between us and do your job, alright?
Let's see, are you the same narrator we met on the other loops? You were quick to accept that we've been here before. Yeah, maybe he is the same narrator. Let's see.
Suspiciously quick. If I had to make a wager, I'd say yes and no. Is that supposed to be a riddle? If it is, it's not very good. I haven't met you, but you've clearly met me. It sounds to me like you're hopping between parallel realities, in which case the me you just met here is the same collection of experiences as the me you met at all of those other beginnings, but their continuity breaks the moment you say or do anything, in effect making them all separate.
Okay. I love it. This is getting so complicated. Yeah, let's see. The me you just made is the same collection of experiences. So for those who have seen my recent video on the nature of knowledge and what we can know, and if we can know anything with certainty, you'll know that the narrator's view of personal identity seems to be that of David Hume, where all that the person is just a collection of experiences. Like, that's all there is to you, all there is to a person. So that wording, collection of experiences, makes me think maybe the narrator is a Humean about personal identity. Because if there are some philosophers who, if you ask them, like, what are you? Like, what kind of being are you? What is a person? They will say not that they're a collection of experiences, but instead they will say, oh, I'm a subject who has experiences. Like, or a subject of experiences. Like, I'm not the experiences themselves, I'm not the collection of experiences, I'm the thing that's having the experiences. So that would be more like Descartes' view, the sort of Cartesian view, as opposed to sort of a more Humean view. So anyway, that's kind of an aside, but yeah, the narrator seems like he and David Hume are kind of going hand in hand on this. It's the evil demon problem. Pretty much, yeah. In this case, it's like maybe the princess is kind of like the evil demon.
So, yes, I'm the same me, but ever since the moment we started talking, I'm different.
Okay. So yeah, like each reality kind of branches out once from the moment it begins. I guess each reality kind of branches out, each path here.
I'm not sure how we're supposed to kill him ourselves, but he's asking for it. Maybe there's some way she can take care of him for
Okay,
us.
this voice of the cold is almost like the voice of evil. I don't know where the idea of like killing the narrator came from, but geez, that kind of came out of left field, didn't it?
They've clearly all been through some harrowing experiences. Don't let their baggage influence your decisions. You have the ability to see things clearly. I suggest you use it.
Okay, yeah, I think for this one, either I try killing the princess differently than before, or maybe I just go along with it and see if we can kind of work together. Because those are really, I guess, the only two choices I'll have this time. We've killed her. Can we kill her? Neither of those things have gone well for us. If we're going to fall through this loop forever, eventually we're going to let her out. We might as well do it now. See, that's exactly what I was saying a moment ago. Again, with the predictions here of this game. What happens if we don't go to the cabin? That's another option. Proceed to the cabin. There's something else we haven't tried. Turn around and leave. Yeah, I want to ask here what happens if we just don't go to the cabin. She might not resent us then, unless she remembers from earlier.
Then she finds a way out on her own. So, standing around out here is the same as us letting her out. Only we don't have to see her. That's got to be better, right?
See, that's what I was thinking, but maybe not.
No, it's strictly worse. And why is that? Because it's cowardly, for starters, and because the unknown is always worse than the known. But really, all you're doing right now is weighing two considerably bad options.
Yeah, I don't know if she'll still feel any resentment toward us if we just don't go to the cabin. I think that's maybe one key factor. At least if we're thinking in terms of like how well my character is going to be doing.
The only solution worth considering is slaying her, and whatever delusion is holding you back from doing that is just that, a delusion. If you already managed to end her in some other world, the only reason you'd be here is that you somehow managed to do it wrong.
Okay. So you somehow managed to do it wrong. So that kind of supports one thing I was thinking earlier, that maybe there's a way of slaying her that breaks the cycle and sort of ends it once and for all. Yeah, I want to see what he says about just letting her out. I don't think the narrator's going to like that idea, but maybe it's worth exploring.
You're making a dizzying amount of assumptions. Your perceived reality looping twice before does not mean it will continue to do so forever. Those little voices have already drawn attention to the fact that even the path is different. The world itself is at a tipping point.
True, just from the fact that it has happened a few times before, it doesn't mean it will happen forever. Could be the world has only a small number of resets from death that are kind of allowed to it. Well, narrator, if it's so easy, then how about you do it yourself? I think earlier on, you might not have been here for that moment, TP Ninja, but I think that was one of the dialogue options, is like asking the narrator why he can't just do it himself. I don't think he had a satisfying answer. I think he was just like, well, I can't, and I can't tell you why, and like those are the rules. But I do think it's an entirely fair question to be asking him, like why he doesn't just go ahead and do this if he wants us to do it so badly.
Know that there is always a choice. Even if you were stuck in an infinite loop, there's no reason to assume that the mere nature of the infinite would force you to make any specific choice. You do have free will, as much as things would be easier if you didn't. And you can just keep making the correct choice forever, never deviating.
Yeah, I mean, this brings up an important point too, which is that even if the future is infinite, I know there are some who think like, oh, well, then it wouldn't matter what we do, like if we waste time, because how can you waste time if you have an infinitely large amount of time? I've never subscribed to that way of thinking myself. I think that even if we had an infinite amount of time ahead of us, I think we could still waste time. I think that certain, and so also just certain choices would be better than others, and whether a future is finite or infinite has no bearing on the fact that, you know, we should still make good choices. So I do agree with the narrator here.
Everyone is manipulating us, but we're starting to see the threads now. We just have to avoid getting tangled up in them. On second thought, let's not kill him. Let's throw him someplace that never ends. I'd like to see what that does.
The voice of the cold kind of reminds me a bit of the Dark Urge from Baldur's Gate 3, if anybody here has played that game. Proceed to the cabin. Yeah, I'm going to go to the cabin. I am kind of curious for the turn around and leave option, but yeah, I just don't know if anything good will come from that. Let's see if I just proceed to the cabin.
Towards the cabin. It isn't long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any.
Man, those trees are so ominous. Wow.
And despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do. I don't like any of our options here. It feels like we're being driven down the tracks to some awful inevitability. There must be something we're missing. Something that would make everything make sense.
Yeah, this does kind of suggest there's like a solution to the whole thing, if we just pick the right dialogue choices.
Maybe letting her out really is the answer. Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I care. It sounds like somebody's about to crack.
Not gonna lie, it does seem a little strange for the narrator to suddenly be like putting on the "oh, I don't care" act. Let's see, is he using reverse psychology? Or maybe he's just given up.
There's obviously no point in trying to reason with you right now, especially with all these clowns offering up their useless advice. Honestly, it seems like the more I try and talk sense into you, the more single-minded they get about letting her out. So yes, I'm done trying to argue.
Ooh, that brings up the possibility, you know, maybe the voices in my head are being sent by the princess. Maybe they're like manifestations of her in some way. I can't say for sure if it's true, but somehow it's a possibility that I just can't shake. So let's see. I'm going to go into the cabin.
Look at that. We won.
And maybe I'll let her out this time.
Take it however you will. The interior of the cabin is long and dark, a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward. Okay, yeah, the long narrow hallway. I'm
getting kind of PT vibes from this. And we have a mirror again here, so let's see, maybe the mirror will be able to play a role in the story this time.
The only furniture of note is... That's strange. What's strange? Is it the mirror? The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror. What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
Yeah, the blade's absent, the table is absent, the doorway is absent. We just have the mirror, which the narrator for some reason can't see the mirror.
Of course there isn't a mirror. There wasn't one last time either, so why would it be there this time?
Yeah, I wonder if we're going to get an explanation of that, why the narrator can't see the mirror.
I suppose the only way to go is forward. So forward we will go. Blade or not, it doesn't really matter, does it?
So, yeah, let's pretend there is a mirror at the end of this hallway and that right now we can't see behind it. What's there? What's behind it?
If you're asking what's at the end of the hallway, it's the way to the basement. Are you saying there isn't a door? Are you saying that at the end of the hallway there's just an opening again?
Yeah, it could be.
He didn't say door, did he? No, I didn't say door, because there isn't a door, it's just an opening. It's just like last time, isn't it? Only instead of a visible empty void, there's an invisible one. For all we know, she could be standing right there behind the mirror. For all we know, she's going to jump out at us, and there's nothing we can do to stop her.
Yeah. I mean, for all we know, that could be true. Although at this point, I think it's just a risk we're going to have to take. I would say we just have to keep going forward.
Let me assure you that there's nothing there. Nothing is going to jump out at you. Certainly not the princess. The princess is in the basement.
Well, you also told us there's no mirror there, so I don't know how much we can trust you now. But nevertheless, I do think we must go forward. Time to approach the mirror.
You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched.
That means I probably am being watched, given the way this is all set up.
Oh, do we? Do we feel like we're being watched? I hadn't noticed. At least you're admitting to it now. You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there.
Okay, wipe the mirror clean. We tried to do this last time, but it didn't work. But this time I have a feeling it will.
I hate that I know what's about to happen. Knowing makes it so much worse. You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening.
Yep, the mirror went away.
Oh, that was a close one. All that stress and lead up for nothing.
At least the princess wasn't there. Oh, oh no. Just when I say that. She's here, chat.
Shit. Where is she? You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle. Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. And then she, the princess,
and
constricts.
I don't even have a knife this time. I think, yeah, my only option, it looks like, is to plead for mercy. Though I doubt she'll give it. Let's see.
Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse, and you collapse with them. You're met with a
oh, jeez. Oh, no.
Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear, crowded with far too many long and crooked teeth.
Yeah, she looks like creepier and more zombie-like each time. Though also, what's going on with my character's legs? He looks like some kind of sea monster almost. I don't know what species my character is, but he's clearly not human.
You killed me last time, and that was after you tried to lock me away forever.
True.
was so close to freedom. But then you took my body away from me.
Well, to be fair, you were going to, like, destroy the world, so I did what I had to. So I would hope you wouldn't hold that against me. But it looks like you're going to.
So now, I'm going to take yours. And I'm going to walk it out of here.
Oh no, she's going to take my body.
And you get to watch me do it. Completely helpless. Just like you left me.
Okay, maybe letting her in isn't the best idea. She clearly hates us. And what's your point? I thought you wanted to get out of here. This is a way out, and it's different. We might as well take it. Yeah, but not like this. She's going to make it hurt.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, she seems so evil. I feel like we shouldn't go along with whatever she wants.
Turn off the part of you that feels things. Oh, like it's that easy? It is. Pain is just another sensation. If you can tolerate joy.
That's a fine bit of sophistry there. Does not follow.
Except that pain hurts.
Exactly.
Yes, that's what it does. That's the definition. Do we need to explain to you why pain is bad? You need to explain to yourself why it isn't.
Yeah, it would be interesting to know if there's any good answer to be given to the question of why, if at all, pain is bad. Or if it's one of those things that's just kind of a brute fact that we have to accept. That particular question is not one that I've studied much. But I don't doubt that there's some good, interesting work on it. Might have to do a stream on that sometime. So look, we're even now. You killed me, then I killed you. Water under the bridge, right? Yeah, I don't think she's going to treat it that way, but it would be a valiant attempt to try to convince her of that. I never wanted to hurt you. I don't even know how I got here. I'm a victim in all this too, you know? Yeah, she's not going to be swayed by any of these. Wouldn't possessing me against my will make you know better than me? You don't have to be evil. You don't have to do this. I like that he's trying to appeal to, like, her good side, which we're not sure if there is one. Do you need to take my body? Can't I just open the door for you? That's fine. Actually came here to free you. Or struggle. Man, there are no good options here. Like, none of these seem like they're going to lead to anywhere good. But this one's kind of funny, at least. Like, yeah, does she even need to take my body? Let's see what she says to this one.
You locked me in a basement and then you killed me. That's the point of compromise. I'm taking your body, and there's nothing you can do to stop me.
Okay, so that's what I feared. There's no more compromise with this princess. Although I kind of do wonder, like, what she says, because this is a good point. Like, we, it does seem like one would think maybe we're even. Water under the bridge, right?
I think you forgot something. Like the part where all this started when you left me to languish in a pit all by myself. Now it becomes something so much worse. And it's all thanks to you.
Dude, princess, like, you can still turn yourself around. Like, you don't have to choose the path of evil. we could end this all right now. And just, you know, start treating each other nicely. But I can tell from the look in your face, the crazed look in your eyes, that there is no swaying you on this one. Alas.
If I were you, I would just want to get it over with. You've lost your chance to call the shots. There's no going back to fix it now. You can either look on in horror or celebrate my freedom. But either way, you're about to become a passenger.
Ooh, she's
Enough
so
talking.
uncompromising.
We'll have plenty of time for chit-chat once this place is far behind us.
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hall
Oh,
as the rest
wow.
of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding.
Yep. She was a genuine horror monster all along.
torso stretches until her face is practically touching yours, her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle. Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, like, manifest a rock right on top of her head? And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess.
Yeah, there's no happy ending to this
Not like
situation.
this. You don't even have a weapon, so I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too.
Yeah, I think I might have to just wait for the next run after I die, and then maybe then I'll be able to find a way to like get a weapon. Lady, take accountability for your own actions. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I mean it's a very reasonable point to make. Like if you find yourself always justifying your actions, like especially your actions that might seem bad or harmful by reference to like what other people are doing or what other people have done, then I think that is a warning sign that you might not be taking sufficient accountability for your actions, which is certainly the case for this princess here.
Okay, deep breath.
This is fine.
This is fine.
I admire the optimism, dude, but
Is
yeah, I
it-
think it's a little
is there
bit much.
any conceivable way that this is fine? Yeah, I'm right. This is fine. It's better than last time. At least our organs aren't failing. At least I can actually talk.
A little strange that the voice of the paranoid is the one who's being optimistic. But hey, I'll take it.
It is fine. Everything is always fine. These consequences have no real impact on us outside of momentary discomfort. I'm sure we'll be moving on again soon.
So the voice of the cold is, yeah, like the one who doesn't care about anything, I guess. Wonder what voice we'll get.
Your vision
next.
fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul.
Oh no.
You're awake. Eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong. It's so cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all
Yep.
out.
She's inside.
I know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support. It's rather rude to show up in somebody else's body and boss it around like this.
Yep. Just as I fear, like, there's no way she's gonna forgive us for this. So I guess now we just follow her will and take over the world?
We were gonna let you out of here. That's the whole reason we marched all the way back up to the cabin. Were we? I was.
Wait, the wrong reasons? Why were our reasons wrong?
And what reasons are those supposed to be? Nobody should be able to be judge, jury, and executioner.
To be fair, you are pretty scary.
We weren't always like this. I've always been.
The voice of the cold's really not helping me out here.
We don't have to let her out. I've been storing up a little bit of will since she forced her way in here. Take it and throw us all into the basement. It's better than giving her what she wants.
So we could lock us all in the basement.
Your body, still slumped against the wall, trapped between the princess's overwhelming will and the blinding pain of your splintered ankle, takes an excruciating step towards the cabin door. The movement is stiff, your body reduced to a marionette, pulled reluctantly along by your strings.
So yeah, maybe I can turn this around and go back to the basement. So leave the cabin or throw your body into the abyss. I mean, this is another tough one because, like, I feel like the right choice to make is to throw your body into the abyss. But I also kind of really want to see what happens if we leave the cabin. Yeah, tricky decisions in this game. I tell you what, one decision I'm going to make right now is to drink some water. Time for a water break, chat. Make sure to hydrate yourself too. This will just take a second. Water break. Okay, that's better. So, I see we have one vote. Yeah, Tia says abyss. I like how it's described too. Yeah, throw your body into the abyss. Yeah, between these two, I think the way that I normally play games like this is to just do whatever I would do in real life, and then for the other choice, if I'm curious, I might look it up on YouTube later. So that's probably what I'm going to do this time. I think I will resist her will and lock us both away forever. A very tragic, dark, haunting ending, but nevertheless one that is less tragic than the ending of the entire world. So let's see. Throw your body into the abyss. Here we go.
In a single moment of overwhelming willpower, you tear your body from the wall and hurl it towards the gaping abyss. Capillaries burst and muscle fibers tear as you and the princess struggle over the reins of your body. One foot planted firmly on the edge where the floor ends, and the nothing begins. It's unquestionable that her reserves are greater than yours, but fortunately for you, the distance you have to cover is far shorter.
Really solid writing in this part. Like struggling over the reins of your body. I think I can pull it off if it's just a short distance.
We're putting in everything we have. You're not. You're thinking too much about how she's hurting us. You're thinking too much about your body. It's just a body.
Oh, come on, voice of the cold. Not now, dude. We're almost there.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Next one, we all go. 1.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
You throw everything you have against her and manage, for one brief moment, to overpower the princess's hold on your body. But that moment was all you needed. Your foot slips a few inches, and you collapse forward, the darkness swallowing you whole.
Why do you really have to ask? I'm sorry, princess. If you have to ask that, it's hopeless. There's no way I'll be able to explain it in a way that you will understand.
Her thought slips through you, unheeded, as you fall, and fall, and fall. We did it! We actually did it! Yes, we've really shown them all, haven't we? I don't think this qualifies as saving the world, but at least you didn't...
Well, why doesn't it qualify as saving the world? Because, like, isn't the princess stuck here now? Doesn't explain why she was laughing earlier, though. Unless, like, she has a way of getting out.
What happens now? But I want to know what he thinks happens now. Why? What do you know that you're not telling us?
Huh. I thought the narrator couldn't separate himself from us. Though maybe he can. Maybe he was lying to us earlier. Or maybe the princess has special powers to push him out that he didn't know about earlier. Terminal velocity ceases and you feel a something, a mass, a growth, torn out of you. You and the princess look at each other for a short moment. Oh, she's being consumed. But you don't answer her before something takes her and leaves something in her place. You feel a force underneath your feet once more.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Yeah, why is the mirror there? This is getting really weird. I don't know where she went. I don't know how we even got looking for her. I'm supposed to look at the mirror. Yeah, it almost seems like we won, but I'm a little afraid to think that we did.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. It's calling us. And not in a
But,
good
like,
way.
what alternative do we have?
Ignore the cowards. You have to look.
Well, let me explore these other options first, and then if there's no other option, maybe I will approach the mirror.
He is. Does that mean the world ended? He was never going to outlast us. Yeah, no voice needling us anymore. Feels good, but I also feel itchy. Cold.
Yeah, I mean, my view is if we don't find her, then that's fine, so I don't know why I would want to go looking for her. Kind of one of those situations where, like, if I ever see you again, it'll be too soon. You know, not something you can say to many people, perhaps, but this particular princess, I feel like she's one who qualifies, you know, for that kind of thing.
Right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing. I should feel better with her gone. But I don't. Don't bother looking for her. I'm sure it's just a waste of time.
Okay, approach the mirror. Yeah, I feel like it's setting it up for, like, a final moment of truth here.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
The mirror never scared you before. Yeah, why is it scaring him just now?
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
I'm a big fan of paranoid and cold. Yeah. For some reason, don't tell him I said this, or maybe you can, actually. Cold somehow reminds me of ChrryVT. Just a little bit. Though maybe that's not fair. Maybe not because of maybe so much the content, but just like something about his manner. I just can't help but think about Karis when I hear the voice of the cold. It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final. Maybe it is final. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. Okay. I'm back at the beginning now. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Yeah, what happened to her? Explore, what are you? I'm gonna ask her, what are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I'm a person. I have to go with this one.
A person. A set of eyes witnessing from one perspective. I think that you are more like me than you are like a person.
Oh, like maybe I have many perspectives within me.
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
The gift of a fragile vessel. I do want to know what she meant by that.
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. This one is loneliness turned to seething. She could not find her strength in others, so she found it in herself. She will make for a driven heart.
Oh, I see. Whatever demonic entity is driving her actions is different from the princess herself. Like when the reference here, when it says her strength, she found it in herself, she will make for a driven heart. My best guess is that that's referring to the princess. Like maybe she got taken over by this demon. Because I know the she is not referring to my player's character. Because I think my player's character is male, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I think that this probably is referring to the princess. At least that's my best attempt at an interpretation. I could be wrong.
Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
Let's see. Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Or maybe we're in some sort of in-between space. Let her out of there. Okay, yeah, maybe this can be our way of freeing the princess. Like if we convince the demon to let her out.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me.
Okay, interesting. I won't pretend to fully understand, but I think I'm starting to piece it together.
I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Okay, this is good too. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Or are you what trapped me here? Yeah, her answers are vague enough to where I feel like it's worth it to ask her all these. So I'm going to ask all of them. But yeah, are you what sent me to slay the princess? Let's see.
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here. And I too yearn to be free.
Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
So yeah, this is a good one too. It's very direct. Just like, are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Okay, yeah, likewise a good follow-up. Was she always part of the princess, or are you just making her part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
I think it does. At least sometimes. Perhaps this time too. But I don't know if there's a way I can convince her of that. Yeah, do we know each other?
But you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
So, okay, we have another choice coming up. Attack the entity or destroy your body. But first, yeah, what does happen now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
I don't want to forget, though. I feel like this is important to remember. If I don't remember it, I won't be able to learn from it. So I hope I can keep these memories a part of me.
Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole. And perhaps then we will know our freedom.
I think we just got a hint at how to get the true ending. We have to bring her all of the perspectives, all of the voices. That's how we can set her free. Yeah, aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you? This entity doesn't seem to feel fear, but nevertheless, I'll ask her if she's scared.
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Okay, well spoken. How much will I forget? Yeah, I wonder that. Oh, everything. Wow.
Until we meet again.
How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Okay. So, sounds somewhat manageable at least. The rest will find their own way home. So I don't have to do all of them on my own. And what if I don't let you do this to me? Yeah, if I resist... She seems like a live and let live type, but I don't know if she's going to just let me, like, attack her. Not that I would necessarily want to. But let's see what she says.
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Okay, so... Yeah, that doesn't seem good either. I don't want to be stuck here forever. I was sent to slay the princess and stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
It's a nice thought. I wish I could believe it. I wish it were true, but I don't know if I don't think that is true. I think that if the world were reshaped in the way she suggests, then the people living on it would perhaps cease to exist. But maybe she's right. I could be wrong. Maybe she means this statement in a more profound way than I'm currently appreciating. You're being semantic, yeah. What are you going to do if I help you? I like that it's showing us, allowing us to show some exasperation with the riddles.
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Okay. So yeah, another very poetic answer, but one that, alas, might not tell us a great deal. I'm not going back, wait, or okay, make me forget. Well, I don't want to stay here trapped forever. And it looks like the only way she's going to let us out is if we forget. So I shall ask her, okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Wow. Everything goes dark and you die. Driven heart, bring the wraith to her.
You're on a path in the woods.
The real slay, the princess starts here. You'll know it when you see it. So
and in the basement of that
that, I guess, is the end, or at least one ending of the game. No doubt there are plenty more. The way that it sets this up, the way that it is designed. This is a game that you have to kind of play through the rest of them to find the true ending, which maybe I'll do sometime. Maybe kind of on my own. But for right now, I think we can leave it there, leave it at that. So why don't I just go back over here to my Halloween setup. So thank you, chat, for playing that with me. That was actually really enjoyable. I liked that game a lot. I think that it had a very nice amount of mystery to it, and I like games that have a little bit of that mystery. And I'm still not fully sure I understand the story, but it did answer some questions that I have. And so I like the idea of maybe coming back to it at some point and trying to see like exactly how the rest of it plays out. So another thing I wanted to say before, because I probably will sign off pretty soon, but for the rest of this month, it won't just be spooky gaming, but also some spooky philosophy. And that might start, in a way, like depending on if you count this as spooky or not, start tomorrow. Because tomorrow I will be doing a stream about hell. It'll be a philosophical reading / discussion stream about the doctrine of hell from those who take a religious standpoint and believe in sort of the afterlife. That this is sort of one belief that many people have. And it's a belief that a lot of people find, very scary to imagine. Oh, like, what if there is a hell? Or, is there such a thing as hell? My question that I'll be looking at is a little different, though it's closely related to that. It's the question of whether Christians in particular should believe in hell, or whether the most plausible version of Christianity would perhaps reject the whole idea. So there is some reading that I've done on that in the past, and I'll be reading that tomorrow. So maybe I'll see some of you there, but in any case, thank you very much for tuning in, for everything. And Terraditto says, it's such a beautiful game, pretty fun to see you go through a first round. Oh yeah, thank you, Terraditto. It was good having you here too as well. And everyone else who tuned in. Yeah, TP Ninja, till next time. Cliffhanger. Yeah, Tia says, night, Axaeon. Oh, thank you. Night to you as well. Yeah, so this was a good start to spooky season. I think this was really enjoyable for me. So next time will be tomorrow, and then, again, streaming more next week. Anyway, thanks again, everybody. And best of luck with whatever you're doing for the rest of tonight. I will see you next time. Goodbye, everyone.